Yo, 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 welcome back to another beer review, and today is the return of Western New York Wednesday here on the channel. So last week was Other Half Week, and even though the Other Half Brewing Company is located in the state of New York, they get very limited distribution to the Western New York area, so I decided, you know what, we're going to skip Western New York Wednesday. So it makes its return this week, and if you're unfamiliar with the Western New York Wednesday series, every single Wednesday, well, most Wednesdays, when I post a review on Wednesday, it's going to be one of two things. It's going to be me either reviewing a beer from a brewery in the Western New York area or me reviewing a beer from a brewery in New York State that gets distribution to the Western New York area. It's usually one of the two. Today, though, I do have a beer from a Western New York brewery, and that brewery is the Resurgence Brewing Company out of Buffalo, New York, and this is their Peter B. Porter. So first off, I really like Resurgence, their whole canning line. The same theme, the same logo, they just changed the color. On the side here, it says Peter B. Porter. So you can probably tell from the name of this is a peanut butter porter. It actually mentions on the back here, it has a little spiel about the person it's named after, which I'll talk about for a few seconds. So yeah, it says Peter B. Porter. It's a porter, American-style porter, brewed with cocoa, chocolate, and peanut butter. It says on the back about the guy it's named after. It's named after Peter Buell Porter. On here it says pioneer, lawyer, statesman, soldier, peanut butter lover. Maybe. But he had ties to the Western New York area. He lived here for parts of his life. He was actually the United States' 12th Secretary of War back in the late 1820s. And yeah, I don't know much about him. I just looked him up real quick because I was curious about what they were talking about on the side of the can here. But yeah, anyway, that's who Peter Buell Porter was, and whatever. If you want more information on him, I guess you could look it up. But that's about as far as I went with it. Anyway, this comes in at 5.5% alcohol by volume, no IBUs listed. And on the bottom here, it has a canning on date, and it says Liquid Candy 6/20/18. So this is about a week old at the time of this review, so pretty damn fresh. Anyway, let's get in glass, see what we got going on. I've had this beer, so full disclosure, I've had this beer before on draft, in a growler, in a crowler, never in a can, because this is the first time they've ever canned this beer. This is the first review from Resurgence on the channel. They kind of have a hit and miss relationship with a lot of people. I seem to enjoy their stuff more than most. They try to make beers that have local ingredients and ties to the Western New York area. Some of their hop forward stuff isn't the greatest, but I do enjoy a lot of their flavored beers. And yeah, so anyway, you're going to see more reviews from them. And in a couple weeks, they're going to be on Western New York Wednesday again. Anyway, let's give this a pour into the Resurgence glass here, because proper glassware. We'll try to generate a decent head here. Not the craziest. So anyway, yeah, that pours out like a porter, baby. Yeah. We'll turn it around here so you can see it without the Resurgence logo. But yeah, there's a deep brown color, because at the base, and I don't know if that's going to show up on, probably not going to show up on camera. Yeah, it doesn't show up on camera all that well. But the base, it has this like dark brown, almost ruby red tone to it. Has a finger of a tan head. But yeah, it looks like a porter of some sort. Let's get into the nose. Oh yeah, holy shit. So this is now, again, full disclosure, as I said, I've had this, and I did dig this every single time I've had it. And it's because it has this huge peanut butter character on the nose. It has more of a natural peanut butter. If you just buy like a natural peanut butter that just, it's peanuts and it's mashed up, and that's pretty much it. That's what this smells like. There isn't this overtone of like sweetness or anything. The cocoa and the chocolate coming out more of like a 60 or 70% dark cocoa or dark chocolate bar vibe. It has a chocolate tone to it, but not the sweetness to it. Obviously, roasty tones could be from the malts, could be from the peanut butter. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It smells like peanut butter and chocolate, and that's kind of what I think they're going for. So let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. That's really nice. The first thing I will say about this, though, it's 5.5%. I would like to see this around 7 to 8%. And that's because it's a bit thin, Paul. Paul, it's a bit thin. This is like lower side of medium body, maybe even higher side of light body. It's thin. And the mouthfeel isn't as creamy and smooth as you'd probably want from a beer like this. I remember having it once and it was really overcarbonated. It's not overcarbonated today in this particular can, but it does have a bit of carbonation to it. But this is not overly complex. There's a lot of peanut character. The peanut butter character in the nose doesn't translate exactly into the taste. This is more of like a roasted malt slash just straight up peanut character. Doesn't have like the sweetness and the creaminess that you associate with peanut butter. It's not overly sweet though, is what I like about this. It's roasty, it's toasty. The chocolate's more of a dark chocolate. But yeah, the body on this, like I said, lower side of medium bodied. Carbonation's I guess appropriate for the ABV, but again, I'd like to see this a 7 and 8 range, 7 to 8 range, and I'd like to see this actually nitroed. I think this would be great on nitro. Chris, on the 10th, you would dig this. Maybe you can sonicate this. I think it needs to be sonicated. But yeah, so there's not a whole lot to this beer, but what's here is very enjoyable. If you're looking for a lighter flavored porter, a lighter chocolate peanut butter porter, this does it, I think, for me, and probably would do it for you. Again, the body and mouthfeel I'd like to see kicked up a notch. I'd like to see the ABV just kicked up to help that body and mouthfeel. But the flavors are nice. It's not overly sweet, has a semi-dry finish, a slight lingering bitterness to kind of offset the sweetness at the front of the palate. But overall, pretty damn tasty. So I'm going to give Resurgence's Peter B. Porter, I'm going to give that a solid 4 out of 5. It's good. It would probably get much higher if the mouthfeel and the body were kicked up a bit, and maybe if that peanut butter character translated better into the taste. As is, pretty damn good. I think these were $10 a 4-pack of Tall Boys, so price-wise, pretty damn good. It was a brewery-only release. I don't know if they're going to distribute this to local bottle shops, but if they do, that would be really nice, easier to get. But anyway, yeah, that does it for another Western New York Wednesday beer review here on the channel. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when my videos go live. And until the next Western New York Wednesday, cheers.